Alright, of course I won. Oh.
Please hang up and try again.
Hey, what's up guys? Louis Tran here, and I know it's been about 3 months since I did my last video, and conveniently enough, that's about the time when the Nintendo Switch came out. Now, I haven't been playing with the Switch all that time, as you guys think, but tell you the truth, I've actually been quite busy. Now, within the past 4 months, I went to Taiwan, and I went to Thailand and Florida, and then recently I just came back from Hawaii. And on top of that, I had a lot of work to do outside of doing this. So again, apologize for the lack of updates, but within that time, I was able to take advantage of taking the Switch with me on the go, so I could give better input of what I thought of it. Now I know there's a lot of videos out there right now on the Nintendo Switch, people reviewing it and all, but to tell you the truth, in my opinion, I think it's still a little too early to judge the Switch, because it's still, in my mind, it's still in its infancy. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts of what I think of it so far, and hopefully I'll have more videos up and coming within the next few weeks. Alright, let's get into the video. Okay, real quick unboxing of the Nintendo Switch here with some classic Nintendo music playing in the background. In the box, you get the Switch itself, some pair of Joy-Cons, HDMI cable, thank you Nintendo, USB-C power brick, and the Joy-Con adapter thingy that makes it function like a regular gamepad. Caps for the Joy-Cons, and the docking station to connect to the TV. So there you have it. Pretty package. No game included though. The Switch itself features a 6.2-inch screen with 1280 by 720 resolution. At the bottom, you have a USB-C port that can charge using any USB-C cable and adapter, including charging from a battery pack. A+ for not going proprietary. Flipping around the back, you have this piece of crap kickstand that's really flimsy, which we'll get to in a bit. Right under there is a micro SD slot to store and run your games on. The Switch itself already has 32 gigs of internal storage. Let's hope that there's more games that will take advantage of that flexible storage. Let me show you how crappy this kickstand is. So here we have a carpet floor, and it just falls and falls, and forget this shit. Okay, I'm ready to play some games. Setting up the dock to the TV was an easy process. Just plug in the power and HDMI cable and you're all set. Then pop in the Switch and you'll be able to play on your TV. If this is your first time, remember to run the initial setup before docking. Let's start with what makes the Switch so unique over the traditional consoles. The seamlessness going from TV to portable is just amazing. There's no reboot needed, and you can just continue where you left off. You can easily just undock and play anywhere in the house, such as the bedroom. This is totally ideal for people who live in a small place, have only one TV, or no TV. Taking the Switch on the go when you travel or go about anywhere is really convenient. Being able to remove the Joy-Cons and utilize them as two gamepads is pretty intuitive. Just don't depend on them this way as your main controller. I would recommend the $60 advanced controller if it's within your budget. Graphics and performance on all the new games such as Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart look fantastic, both on the TV and on the Switch itself. There are no hiccups or lag, and games load just as quickly on the SD card as they would on the cartridge. The built-in stereo speakers sound pretty good, and thankfully there is a headphone jack if you don't want to disturb your neighbors. Here's a look on what they sound like on max volume. And if you want to compare it to the 3DS, so let's talk about some of the games I've played so far. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, this needs no introduction, and it is the #1 reason why people are even bothering buying the Switch. This game lives up to the hype and will absolutely take over your social life. And there's Mario Kart, total blast to play if you're into racing. This is my go-to game when I want to kill some time. It's like crack. And then there's Fast RMX, another racing game, sort of like F-Zero. It was a lot of fun, but I haven't touched it since I got Mario Kart. And then here's some of my favorites. Classic Neo Geo games. These are always fun. Always nice taking King of Fighters and Mark of the Wolves on the go. However, they suck using the Joy-Cons. Make sure you invest in the advanced controller. And then here's a funny one. Ultra Street Fighter 2? $40 for this? Hell no. I'm fine with the $10 version for the PS3. I'll consider buying this when it's at least $20. So how does this compare to other systems? It's a little tough actually. The Switch is really unique since it's between a console and a portable. But just for the sake of argument, the Xbox One and the PS4 have had a big head start over the Switch. They aren't just only ahead in hardware, but the library of games on these systems is tremendous. There are games on the Xbox and PlayStation for everyone, whereas you are still pretty limited on what you can find on the Switch. What would have been great to hold people over while we wait for more titles is if Nintendo included Virtual Console at launch. I love classic Nintendo and Super NES games. You could never go wrong with these. It's sort of confusing why it wasn't available right at the beginning. Overall, the Nintendo Switch is an intriguing piece of hardware. It's revolutionary, it's different, and it takes a unique approach from your traditional consoles, which is very Nintendo. Currently, however, the shortcomings are not because it doesn't have a more powerful CPU or a graphics processor than the Xbox One or the PS4, but right now, there aren't that many games for the console that make it worth shelling out $300 for. Now, unless you are a total fan of Nintendo and just need to play Zelda or don't mind being an early adopter and going through the growing pains of a new system, the Nintendo 3DS or even the PS Vita is currently a better value due to having a larger library of titles. I personally love the concept of the Switch, and I'm looking forward to what's in store in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.